Hey, this is Luke and Rory with Tahoma Homes Northwest. We are two realtors with First Point Real Estate in Puyallup, Washington. And today we're going to talk about how does a buyer get their offer accepted in this seller's market?
That's a great question, and there's a lot that goes into it, right? When we talk to our clients, there's purchase price and earnest money, inspection contingencies, financing, just lots to package in to make an offer really attractive to the sellers.
Where do you start with the purchase price?
Well, the jumping off point these days is the asking price. So, at one point in time, it was, well, they're asking $290. I'm willing to give them $290. Why don't they take my offer? In this market, the purchase price is the jumping off point, right? It's where you start.
Right.
It's like an auction almost. This is our starting bid.
You can almost think of it as like that's the key to get into the negotiations.
Correct.
Because there's other parts of an offer. It really depends on how much is the earnest money going to be.
For me, earnest money has become, I think, the most important part of my offer.
Yeah.
Lately, when I got into this game, almost 10 years ago, 1% was the going.
Mm-hmm.
You ask for 1%, and now I say, if you want to really be in this ball game and you have the cash to do so, let's up that earnest money.
Right.
Last year, where the offers were almost identical, one person put $10,000 of earnest money on a $300,000 offer. My buyer put 15, and that was the difference.
And the key thing to think about with the earnest money, if you're putting a down payment on the property, that money can go towards your down payment. It just would slide right on over. That earnest money, sure, it's going towards this offer, but it's also yours as long as we follow the footsteps in the entire process.
Absolutely, and it's just good faith. It's a deposit. It's still yours, and we'll make sure that it either goes towards the house or back towards your bank account.
Yep. So let's talk about the financing contingency for a second.
This day and age, you're not going to get your offer even looked at unless you have an approval letter to go with it. Unless they know you have the finances, if it's a cash offer, you have proof of funds, or you have a good solid approval letter from a great lender. The most important thing with our clients really is, are you approved?
Yep.
And until you are, we can't talk about putting an offer in.
Then you've also got the inspection contingency.
Absolutely.
And with the inspection contingency, the old days, 2 years ago, you would put in a 10-day inspection window.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you got to be more aggressive than that.
Yeah, and people are waiving them like crazy, which is, we're doing pre-inspection, which is another way around things. If you're willing to pay that $500 up front to decide if I want to put an offer in on this property. But another way to beat it, I think, is shortening it up. So, having a good relationship with your inspector or inspectors that you use.
Once you have the strong earnest money, you've got the strong financing, you've got the strong inspection. Really, the last thing to have strong is your closing date.
Yeah, and talk to the lender. I think that the big thing is talking to the lender. Understanding that there's certain things that are in the lender's control and there's certain things that are not, like appraisals. And so we're kind of at the whim at that. If you want to close quick, a lot of people love to see that 21, 25-day close instead of a 30 or a 45. We can make that happen. Part of that is that inspection contingency, making it quick so that the lender can order the appraisal, because then we're kind of just waiting. We're in that waiting phase. So always talk to the lender. One last thing that I know that Rory and I both value a lot is the relationship side of it. I can't tell you how many offers that we've personally won, or that I've talked to other agents that they've won because they built some rapport and they built a relationship with the listing agent. I know in our listings, it's hugely important for me if I can feel like I can trust the agent. We had one recently where ultimately our buyer or our seller went with a lower offer because of the relationship that the buyer's agent had built with us.
Right.
That was greatly important. So it's not, tell your agent not to just fire off an email with the offer. Make the phone call, shoot a text message, send them some happy face emojis, whatever it takes to kind of build that bridge and build a relationship.
All right, you guys, thank you for joining us for us talking about how to win, how to get your offer accepted, or at least in the discussion in this market of a seller's market. If you guys have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let us know if you have other questions about things going on in real estate. You guys basically run these videos, so you guys submit us the questions and we will absolutely get back to you with some answers. So thanks again for joining Luke and Rory with Tahoma Homes Northwest. And again, we are two realtors with First Point Real Estate in Puyallup. Take care. We'll see you on the next video.